Welcome to What's Your Story? I'm your host, Sherita Williams, and today my guest is Daniel Lavan. Daniel is an author, he's an evangelist, he owns a nonprofit, and he's a creator of a game called Bible Life Bingo. Please help me welcome Daniel to the show. Daniel?
Yes, thank you. It's a privilege to be here, and thank you for having me.
Well, welcome. Tell my listening and viewing audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a native Floridian, been involved in ministry for the last 24 years, reside currently in Winter Garden, Florida, right outside of Orlando. Uh, my wife, Carolyn, and I have 3 adult children, and I've been in this arena, like I say, for a number of years. Just excited about some of the things that are happening right now, even in this COVID-19 season.
Well, I see in the midst of this season, you wrote a book. So can you tell
Yes.
us a little bit about your book? First of all, the name of your book. And if you have your book there, would you show it to us?
Okay. Purpose Heart, My Wealthy Place is a soon to be released book next month. Project that we've been working on for about the last year and a half. God put it in my spirit to tell the people about where we really should be. And it is so important to understand that because the greatest need in life is to see God. And the only way to see God is with a pure heart. That is a spiritual heart. So we are excited about the book and some of the revelations that God has broken and shown us, and we're just excited about getting the message out to the mass.
So when you talk about a wealthy place, you said the name of the book is a purpose heart, a wealthy place. Are we talking wealthy in finance or wealthy in the spirit?
Well, there's only one true wealth first, and that is a wealth of the spirit, because that is what is eternal. Natural wealth is not eternal, but God desires for us to live in such a wealthy place in our heart that we also learn to be content with certain things that we have and not spend our lives trying to gain things through whatever means necessary. So it is the place of a spiritual heart first. But that spiritual heart can also and will also lead to a natural wealth as well. What we have done is we've had it in reverse. We've tried to get all the natural first and then try to fix up the spiritual. But the spiritual heart, being pure, brings wealth to the natural also.
Absolutely. So you said your book is not released yet, but how can we purchase your book?
It will be on our website, which our website for the book is kingdomdisciples.net. Kingdomdisciples.net. And we will be beginning within the next 2 weeks pre-sales for that book because we'll be going to publishing.
Okay, that sounds
We're at the
great.
final stage.
That's a great segue. You also have a weekly broadcast that you do. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, that is a weekly broadcast in the Central Florida area, and the name of that program is Inspire. Our purpose in that program is we're looking to encourage the lost, the hurting, the lonely, the forgotten. We're looking to encourage them, to let them know, in spite of difficulties, there is a better day. And that better day is not tomorrow. That better day starts today.
That's fantastic. That also lines up with WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters' mission. Our mission is to first educate, empower, and encourage. So we're always so interested in when people, line up with our mission statement. So how long have you been in the ministry?
About 24 years. I'm a third generation of preachers in my family. My father just retired after being a pastor for 57 years. And I have a brother who's a pastor also in Gainesville, Florida. And I'm the one that is making ministry an entrepreneurial mission by going out and reaching the lost.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you also have, you've done it all. You're an author, you're a preacher, you're a creator, and I also know you have a nonprofit. So can we talk a little bit about your nonprofit?
Yes, the nonprofit is a vision of that I've had for many years, and in some degree have never stopped working the nonprofit. We've created affordable housing opportunities. We fed masses of people. We co-venture with a nonprofit right now in this area that's feeding about 48,000 people a month. And I did say 48,000.
That's fantastic. WYTV7 has also been on a feeding quest as well. We did feeding of the first responders last year, and we're still continuing to do that during this COVID pandemic. And we also did, we fed some less fortunate people in West Virginia during the holidays. So we understand that. And we also have another program, Feeding Families. So we haven't quite done as many as you have, but I think that's fantastic that people, now we see that there's a need and we're going out and we're doing something about it. So I thank you for that. Yes. So can you talk a little bit more about your nonprofit?
Well, yes, we are cutting edge, innovative in certain areas. Over the course of some years, I've been involved in some developments of nonprofits that are still, very active in certain parts of Florida today. I served with the Homeless Coalition of Dade County when we developed a program to tax ourselves 2 cents to deal with the homeless population. And as a result of that, we built what's called single room occupancy housing that housed large numbers of homeless individuals. That program got national attention, and it is one that is recognized throughout the country because it has eliminated a certain part of the homeless population in Dade County. They're now living in small apartments, getting counseling and getting other things that they need. I'm just very active in the nonprofit arena because I believe that's the channel to which so many that are left out, that will be the way that they'll actually get some help. So we are undertaking some additional projects right now, which Bible Life Bingo, when we get that contract to sell a large number, proceeds from that will go to developing some affordable housing and go to some rental assistance type programs in some very tough areas.
So tell us, if we want to help, and we do, tell our viewers how they can contact you and be a part of this nonprofit to do donations.
Yes, that would be again on our website, kingdomdisciples.net, and there is a giving page there, and I'll assure you that 100% of the donations that we get for our nonprofit venture goes to our nonprofit ventures. We use our business development to provide the finances that we need otherwise, so that we're able to make sure that 100% of donations go directly to the causes and the purposes of helping those that are less fortunate.
That's fantastic. So how many, just for the people who are just joining in, can you tell us the name of your nonprofit again and how many people you reached?
Yes. Well, now it will sound like a lot, but remember now we've been doing the nonprofit venture and nonprofit activities for as long as I've been in ministry. And that has allowed us every year to be able to add numbers to the activities and things that we're doing that is helping people. And we're very excited about that. Vision Community Developers, and we have at times done through HUD. We've worked through HUD. There's times we've gotten grants from HUD for certain projects. And I would say the families that have been affected, we probably have affected over 750 families as far as affordable housing. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in, that because we're still doing programs now that, and it's teaching other nonprofits how to take individuals from being renters to being homeowners. And most of the time it's a matter of education. Most people don't know and understand that with a 2-year job history and a 590 credit score, I said 590 credit score, you can buy a home. So educating people in those arenas is one of the big areas that we're pushing forward to do workshops and seminars and educate.
So you're saying a credit score as low as 590, you can purchase a home. And that's, and thank you for educating our listeners, because, you know, when you go out, you go into the banks, they're looking for the 700 rating, you know, how is that possible?
Well, that's not, I don't know if you've ever, one of the programs that we work closely with is called NACA, N-A-C-A. NACA is a national program that as a result of a lawsuit, the banks came together and put in a large pool of funds for first-time home buyer mortgages. And that program is very effective. And I personally know people who have gotten homes with the 590 credit score, but they had a 2-year work history and they found a home that they could afford. And we took them through the training program, which is a couple of classes to help educate them about the home buying process. As a result of that, they are now homeowners.
That sounds fantastic. So, Daniel, we're going to take a short break and we'll return in just a few minutes. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please contact me, Sherita Williams, 154 at 154@gmail.com, or you can go to our website. That's WYTV7.org. We'll be back in just a minute.
Swing Into Their Dreams Foundation presents the Golf Tournament of the Year, raising scholarships for aspiring National Golf Club in Milton, Georgia. The inaugural HBCU Swing Into Their Dreams Charity Golf Tournament. Registration and gourmet continental breakfast begins at 8 a.m. and shotgun at 10 a.m. Award reception follows. Come enjoy a day of jazz, mimosa, cigars, cash bar, silent auction, and more. For more information, contact 770-686-7148. Their dreams. Don't miss it.
We're back with our host, Daniel Lavan. He is an author. He's an entrepreneur. He owns a nonprofit, and he's also a creator of a game called Bible Life Bingo. Daniel, will you tell us a little bit about Bible Life Bingo and how it came about?
Yes, thank you. Bible Life Bingo is a fun game. It came about as a result of our desire to continue, even during these trying times, to make an impact in the home while there's such challenges that are taking place. So we developed, a partner and I, Patricia Mitchell and I, developed this game for the purpose of making it fun. And the whole concept was to get the family back to the table. There were times when the family had regular times of fellowship, but because of technology, the phones and the computers and all, everybody's doing their own thing, going their own way. So this fun game, Bible Life Bingo, was developed to get the family back to the table, where that's where we end up having discussions. That's where we end up saying things that lead to finding out what's going on with each other. So we're excited about where it's going. We're excited about the product. It is very well designed, very well put together, and we are trusting and believing God to get some great results from it. When we win, we don't say bingo. When we win, we say Jesus.
All right, I love that. So who can benefit from playing the game? And if you have a logo or something that you can you show our audience the game?
Yes, you can see that. And I'll make sure I send you one so you'll have one in your possession to show. But you can go to our website, BibleLifeBingo.net, and you can see the game and you can order the game. That's BibleLifeBingo.net. And
so in the midst of this pandemic, who benefits from this game?
The family. It gives the family, because a lot of people now are staying closer to home. This is a fun game to play at home. It does not require Bible knowledge, but you will gain Bible knowledge. It's not denominational. It uses words that create thought, and it uses positive words. It uses words like love, peace, joy, happiness.
So how long did it take you to create this game?
It's a 2-year project. It took us 2 years to create it. And it took us 6 months to find a manufacturer that would develop the game for us at a reasonable cost so that we didn't have to overprice it. And we ended up having to go all the way to China to find a manufacturer that would work with us to produce the game.
Mm-hmm. So what is your target market for Bible Life Bingo?
We say, in general, our target market is a family with children. Ages 7 and up can enjoy the game. I played it with my grandkids. They love it. It's fun. It has them engaged. It has them active. And there's 2 other games that can be played besides the bingo game with Bible Life Bingo.
So what are those games?
It is a Bible search game where you can do it with teams. You team up with a group of 2 or 3, and it is a race to find a scripture or to find that word in a scripture. And the first one to arrive there gets to place the chip on the game board. And our chips are the bread and the wine, because we want that to be the underlying statement. What we're remembering is the sacrifice that was made.
So with so many board games out there, you know, in my family, I growing up and with my daughter, raising my daughter, I raised her on board games. What would make me, out of all the board games out there, what would make me buy Bible Life Bingo?
Bible Life Bingo, you would want it in your group of board games. Number one, it is a product of the African American community. It is the product of a minority business. It is a game that is fun, but it's also educational. It will teach you some valuable life lessons using powerful words. It will also teach you how to, in a non-invasive way, find scriptures in the Bible.
So how can we purchase this game?
BibleLifeBingo.net. That's the place to go. Usually you place the order. Within 72 hours, this order is shipped out to you.
Okay. And I understand you also can use this game as a fundraiser. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Using this game as a fundraiser, a church organization, a nonprofit organization, anyone with a audience or a network of 50,000 can use this as a fundraiser. And to give you an example, if you're an organization that know you can reach 50,000 people, you can look to add to your fundraising $800,000 based on 50,000 people. Of course, if you have a network of influence where you can reach more, of course, the number goes up. And we have a Work With Us program that will allow you to realize that without a lot of upfront money. That is crucial and that is key. Matter of fact, 90% of what you would be purchasing the game from us for is not due until you receive the game. And then another portion is not even due until you actually sell the game on your end. Very user-friendly system with an e-commerce system that you would control so you can keep up with all the different aspects of the sales. And we are definitely excited about finding partners that are interested in using it as a fundraiser.
So how can we get involved with that?
Just by a simple phone call to me, and let us see if we can come to a meeting of the minds and put it in motion.
Okay. So can you give us that information, please?
Yes, BibleLifeBingo.net. And if you'd like to email me, you can email me at BibleLifeBingo77@gmail.com. BibleLifeBingo77@gmail. And I do respond to my emails.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, Daniel, we would like to thank you for being on our show, What's Your Story? And we're pleasantly proud to know that you are one of the inventors of Bible Life Bingo. And if someone wants to reach out to you, they can go to BibleLifeBingo.net. And if you would like to be a guest on our show, please contact me, Sherita Williams, at 154@gmail.com. We want to thank you again, Daniel, for being on our show. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Bible Life Bingo. We would like to thank WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network. And until we meet again, thank you, Daniel, for sharing your story to become our story on What's Your Story. Until we meet again, I'm Sherita Williams.
Are you stressed out from planning your next big event? Do you have a great vision in mind, but maybe just not enough time to execute it? Let T. Williams Consulting help you. We specialize in planning, coordinating, and executing various types of events. Our goal is to tailor our services to each client to make their dream event into a reality. Whether you're planning a wedding, a family reunion, birthday party, gender reveal, reception, or theme party, T. Williams Consulting can make it happen for you. Now serving the DMV area, we are currently accepting new clients. For more information, please visit our website at www.twillconsult.com. Again, that's www.twillconsult.com.